your heart feels tired from carrying the world alone. There's a whisper underneath the storm, telling you you were never made to walk without a way home. Every answer doesn't have to be in your hands. Every future doesn't need a perfect plan. Some roads appear when you keep moving on. Some doors only open after being strong. When your mind says stop but your soul says rise, there's a deeper truth beyond the endless nights. Even broken dreams can learn to breathe again. Even shattered hearts can learn the strength to mend. Trust the road beyond the noise, beyond the fear, beyond the voices. You don't have to see the ending to begin. Step by step, the light will lead you in. Hold on through the shadows, hold on through the rain. Every scar becomes a lesson, every loss becomes a flame. You were born for more than surviving days. There's a higher path hidden in the maze. Some people chase the gold and fame, still feel empty when they hear their own name. But peace arrives when your heart aligns with the quiet truth you cannot leave behind. There's wisdom growing in the waiting time. There's power hidden in the climb. Mountains move inside the ones who refuse to let the darkness overcome. So breathe when life feels heavy tonight. The stars still shine beyond your sight. The future is not lost, the story is not done. 1,000 new beginnings rise with every sun. Trust the road beyond the noise, beyond confusion, doubt, and broken choices. There's a hand unseen still guiding every step, even when you haven't found the answers yet. One day you'll look behind and every tear will make sense in time. Every closed door, every silent fight was turning you toward a greater light. You are stronger than the fear inside, braver than the world that tries to change your mind. Keep walking forward even when it's slow. The clearest rivers always start below. When the night grows cold and the fire burns low, hope will still remain more than you could know. Because truth survives every storm it faces, and love still lives in unexpected places. Trust the road beyond the noise. Your heart was made for greater joys. Even if the path feels hard today, you are still being led the right way. The sky will open after rain. The soul will dance beyond the pain. And someday the world will hear your song and realize they belonged all along.
Waking up before the sunrise glow, another silent battle nobody knows. Heavy thoughts running through your mind, trying to keep up with the speed of time. Everybody's searching for a place to breathe, for something honest they can still believe. Through crowded streets and endless screens, people are aching for forgotten dreams. Some are chasing shadows made of gold. Some are losing warmth while growing old. Some are smiling just to hide the pain, standing in the storm pretending they're okay. But deep inside a quiet voice remains, calling through the chaos and the rain, saying you were made for more than fear, more than surviving another year. Follow the lights you cannot see, even when the road feels every step you take in faith and truth builds a stronger version of you. Mountains rise but hearts can rise above, especially souls that keep choosing love. The strongest people are not always loud. Sometimes they stand alone inside the crowd, still moving forward one day at a time, still protecting hope deep inside. When your world feels lost and out of place, and tears are falling down your face, remember storms are never made to stay, and the darkest night will fade away. There's a future waiting past the fear, a better season slowly drawing near. Doors unseen are opening wide for those who keep their hearts alive. No dream is wasted, no pain is small. Every broken moment teaches something after all. The road may bend, the road may shake, but truth becomes stronger with every step you take. Follow the light you cannot see, beyond the doubt and uncertainty. You were not born to stay afraid, you were born to build, create and change. One kind word can heal a soul, one brave heart can make others whole. One small spark inside the dark can become a fire seen across the stars. So keep believing when the world says no, keep planting seeds you may never see grow. The greatest rivers start as rain, the deepest wisdom comes through pain. There's beauty hidden in the climb, purpose hidden inside hard times, and every season shaping who you are is slowly leading you towards something far greater. When everything feels uncertain and cold, still protect the goodness in your soul, because kindness outlives power and pride, and truth becomes a compass through the night. Follow the light you cannot see, the road ahead is still unfolding beautifully. One day the weight you carried for so long will become the reason others stay strong. And when the sunrise fills your eyes again, you'll realize the struggle was not the end, it was the beginning of a life renewed. A stronger heart, a clearer view, a soul still moving toward the beautiful truth. Some nights feel heavier than the sky, like every dream is slowly running dry. You sit awake with a restless heart, wondering where the healing starts. The world keeps moving way too fast, moments disappear before they last. People searching everywhere for peace, trying to find one reason not to leave. Behind every smile is a hidden fight, behind strong eyes are sleepless nights. Everybody wants a place to belong, a reason to keep holding on. But somewhere deeper than fear and doubt, there's a quiet strength calling out. Not with noise, not with pride, but like a steady fire burning deep inside. The way forward still exists, even through the storm and mist. Even when the road is hard to see, there's still a light guiding your feet. You don't need to carry every weight alone, you don't need to know how the future unfolds. Sometimes courage means taking one more step, even when your heart feels overwhelmed. Every scar becomes a story someday, every failure shapes a wiser way. The strongest rivers cut through stone by continuing to move when they feel alone. When your plans collapse without warning signs and disappointment fills your mind, remember this moment is not your end. Broken roads can lead somewhere better again. There are lessons hidden inside delay. There are miracles growing in unseen ways. Some answers arrive slowly with time, like sunrise appearing after the longest night. Keep moving forward through uncertainty. The soul grows stronger through adversity. Diamonds are formed under pressure and heat. Greatness often rises quietly. The world may try to change your heart, to trade your peace for endless parts, but don't lose yourself chasing empty applause. Real purpose stands above temporary loss. The way forward still exists beyond the pain you can't resist, beyond the fear that clouds your view. There's still something beautiful waiting for you. One honest heart can change a room. One act of kindness can break the gloom. One person refusing to give up hope can help another person learn to cope. Maybe your journey is shaping more than you could ever understand before. Maybe the battles you survive today will become someone else's strength someday. So breathe through the pressure, stand through the rain. Even hard seasons do not remain. The coldest winter eventually leaves a new returns to the trees. You were never created to stay buried in fear. There's still purpose for you here. Still dreams unfinished, still songs unsung, still victories waiting to be won. The way forward still exists, even if life feels incomplete. Keep trusting the process, one step at a time. The clearest direction often appears while climbing, and one day you'll stand beneath the open skies with stronger faith reflected in your eyes, looking back at every difficult mile, realizing the struggle was shaping your life all the while. Because hope survives longer than despair, truth keeps rising everywhere, and the heart that refuses to quit will always discover the path ahead still exists.
There are mornings when the silence feels loud, standing alone inside a crowded town. Smiling faces passing by, while hidden storms live behind their eyes. Everybody's carrying something unseen. Broken memories, unfinished dreams. Trying to stay strong another day, trying not to let hope fade away. The pressure rises with every year, fear disguised as ambition and fear. People running without knowing why, chasing temporary things that never satisfy. But somewhere beyond the noise and speed, there's a deeper truth the soul still needs. A calm direction, steady and wise, like stars appearing in darkened skies. Keep walking toward the quiet light, even when you can't explain why. Even when the road disappears ahead and uncertainty fills your mind with dread. Not every answer arrives at once. Not every battle is meant to be won fast. Sometimes growth happens silently, like roots growing underneath the tree. The strongest hearts are often gentle, still standing after every mental battle. Still choosing kindness over pride, still protecting the fire inside. You may feel delayed, you may feel behind, watching others race ahead in life. But every journey has a different pace, and wisdom cannot be replaced. Some doors close to redirect your way, some endings protect a better day. What feels like loss right now may become the reason you rise somehow. Keep walking Every tear carries hidden meaning. Every season leaves a different teaching. Even the darkest valley below can prepare the soul to grow. When your strength feels almost gone and you wonder how to carry on, remember mountains are climbed slowly, one faithful step at a time. Only there's beauty waiting beyond this pain, clearer skies beyond the rain. A stronger version of who you are is being formed through every scar. The world often celebrates loud success, but peace is the real richness. A calm heart is harder to break than castles built on shallow praise. So don't lose yourself trying to belong. You were valuable all along, not because of wealth or fame, but because your soul carries a unique flame. Keep walking toward the quiet light, even through confusion and endless fights. Truth has a way of finding those who keep moving forward through highs and lows. One day the answers will unfold like morning sunlight turning gold, and every difficult road you survived will show you how deeply alive you are. The future is still being written now. There's still healing ahead somehow, still purpose rising through the dust, still dreams becoming something more than enough. So lift your eyes beyond today, beyond temporary fear and pain, because the path becomes clearer over time for hearts that refuse to leave hope behind.
Late at night when the world grows still and silence echoes louder than noise ever will, you start thinking about the roads ahead, the dreams alive inside your head, wondering if you're strong enough to rise after disappointment, after countless tries, trying to hold on to something true in a world that keeps changing around you. Some people hide behind success, some hide pain they never confess, some wear confidence like a mask while carrying invisible cracks. But the soul was never made to live forever trapped in fear. There's a reason hope survives even after the hardest years. Beyond the fear there is more healing than before, more strength than you realize, more purpose waiting in your life. Every challenge shapes the heart, every ending creates a start, and even storms that shake the ground cannot stop the sun from coming out. You may not understand today why certain roads faded away, but sometimes closed doors protect a future greater than you expect. There's wisdom growing in patience, power hidden in endurance. The deepest rivers move calmly, yet they carve through stone completely. Beyond the fear there is more, an open sky beyond the war, a peaceful place beyond the strain, a brighter season after pain. The world teaches people to rush, to compare, compete, and chase too much, but the strongest lives are often built quietly, step by step, through struggle and guilt. Don't measure your worth by speed,
dreams take longer to appear, because they are being built sincere, not rushed by pressure or applause, but formed through deeper purpose and cause. Beyond the fear, there is more truth worth fighting for, more beauty waiting to be seen beyond the places you have been. So keep moving when it feels unclear, keep standing when doubt comes near. The road ahead may twist and climb, but every step still matters in time. One kind word can save a soul, one brave choice can make someone whole, and every person carrying light can help another survive the night. Maybe your story is becoming the hope another heart is needing. Maybe the pain you overcame will someday help another change. So don't give up while the sky is gray. Rain was never meant to stay. Even the coldest winter ends, and life begins to bloom again. Beyond the fear, there is more, a future worth believing for, a calm direction through the unknown, a deeper peace your heart can hold. And someday, standing in the light, you'll see the reason for every fight, because the hardest roads you survived before were leading you towards something far greater than more. Another morning breaks the dark, another chance, another start. Even when your heart feels tired, there's still a quiet, unseen fire. The world keeps pulling people fast, making moments never last. Everybody trying to survive, trying to keep their dreams alive. Some are searching for real peace, some just want their minds released from the pressure, fear, and pain, from carrying storms they cannot explain. Behind every strong face standing tall, there's a hidden story after all. Battles nobody else can see, silent wars fought privately. But deep within the human soul lives a hope that still holds on, a voice that rises through the night, calling hearts back toward the light. A better tomorrow is still calling, even when tears keep falling. Even when the road feels long, there's still a reason to stay strong. Every setback teaches wisdom, every hard season builds vision. Mountains are not there to end your climb, sometimes they reveal your strength inside. You don't have to know every step ahead, you don't have to silence every fear in your head. Sometimes courage simply means continuing forward through unseen things. The sky does not stay gray forever, the rain cannot control the weather, and broken branches after storms can still bloom beautifully once more. A better tomorrow is still calling, beyond the fear and endless worrying, beyond confusion and delay. There's still hope lighting up the way. The world may reward noise and speed, but real greatness grows quietly, like roots beneath the winter snow, preparing for the time to grow. Some dreams arrive a little late, not because of failure or fate, but because deeper things take time to become stronger and fully alive. So don't compare your road to theirs, different hearts carry different prayers. A slower journey is not defeat, some victories grow patiently. There are people waiting somewhere ahead who will need the words you said, need the strength you gained through pain, need your courage to stand again. That means your story still matters now, even if you cannot difficult days is shaping future brighter ways. A better tomorrow is still calling for hearts that keep believing, for souls refusing to give in even after losing again and again. So breathe deeply through the night, protect the goodness in your life. Kindness still changes broken places, truth still shines through tired faces. When your strength feels almost gone and you wonder how to carry on, remember this moment is not forever. Hard times do not last forever. One sunrise can change everything. One small hope can help hearts sing. One decision not to quit can become the turning point of it all. A better tomorrow is still calling, and slowly your path is unfolding. One day you'll look behind and see the storms were leading you to who you were meant to be. So keep your eyes toward the dawn, keep your spirit moving on, because beyond today's uncertainty, a brighter future is already searching for you. There are days when the wait feels endless, when even small steps feel tremendous. You try to smile, you try to stand, while life keeps changing all your plans. The world moves fast without slowing down, bright lights everywhere around. But deep inside, so many souls feel lost while trying to stay in control. Some are chasing dreams so far, they forget how valuable they already are. Some keep fighting silent pain, hoping the sun will rise again. Still somewhere underneath the noise, past distractions and empty voices, there's a quiet strength alive, helping broken hearts survive. The heart that keeps going wins, even after loss begins, even after falling hard, even after carrying scars. Because strength is not perfection, it's choosing hope in every direction, standing back up once again when the storm says this is the end. The tallest mountains touch the sky because they survive the hardest times, and rivers reach the endless sea by refusing to stop moving endlessly. So don't be ashamed of slow progress, great things are rarely built in rest. Every step through fear and doubt is shaping what your life's about. The heart that keeps going wins, not the loudest voice within, but the soul that still believes even when no one else can see. Some answers arrive through waiting, some dreams grow during breaking. Sometimes life removes what's small to prepare you for something beyond it all. When doors close without warning signs and confusion fills your mind, remember not every loss destroys, some endings create better joys. The world teaches people to compare, to measure worth by what they wear, but peace cannot be bought or sold, and empty fame grows cold. Real success is waking up with enough hope not to give up, with enough kindness left inside to still help others through the night. The heart that keeps going wins, even when the battle dims, even when tears fall unseen, even when life feels in between. You were not made to stay afraid, not made to slowly fade away. There's still purpose in your breath, still dreams surviving every test. Maybe your words will heal someone, maybe your light will become their sun, maybe your story through the pain will help another rise again. That's why your life protect your inner light. The future is not out of reach. There are still beautiful things to meet. And somewhere beyond today's pain, a new beginning waits again. For the soul that keeps believing, for the heart that keeps going. There are moments when the world feels cold, when dreams grow tired and hearts grow old, when every plan you try to build feels buried underneath the weight you feel. Late at night beneath dim lights, you replay old mistakes and fights, wondering if the road ahead still holds anything worth chasing yet. The pressure of life can steal your peace, turning simple joys into restless weeks. People smiling through hidden pain, trying to survive another day again. Some carry scars nobody sees, silent storms beneath calm seas. Some feel lost inside success, still searching for true happiness. But somewhere deeper than fear and doubt, a stronger voice is calling out. Not with anger, not with pride, but with quiet strength that lives inside. Rise above what tried to break you, above the fear that tried to shake you, above the nights you cried alone, thinking you had to carry it on your own. Because every battle leaves behind a stronger heart, a wiser mind, and every mountain standing tall was shaped by storms after all. The road may not be clear today, the answers may still hide away, but not seeing everything ahead doesn't mean you're being misled. Some paths only appear with trust, some dreams rise slowly from the dust, and sometimes losing what you plan makes room for something far more grand. Rise above what tried to break you, the pain was never sent to end you. It came to shape the fire within, to help your deeper strength begin. The strongest trees survive the wind, not because they never bend, but because their roots grow deep through every season they must keep. So don't be ashamed of your scars, they prove you survived hard wars. Every tear you cried in silence built resilience through the violence. The world often praises speed, but lasting things grow patiently. A river does not rush to prove, yet slowly it can shape the mountains too. Rise above what tried to break you, even when disappointment overtakes you, even when doors close unexpectedly. Life may still be guiding you perfectly. There are lessons hidden in delay, there are blessings behind unanswered days, and sometimes what feels like defeat is leading your soul somewhere complete. Maybe the dream changed because you changed, maybe your purpose became rearranged, maybe the version of you today is stronger than yesterday in every way. So breathe deeply through the uncertainty, not every chapter arrives clearly. The stars still shine above the rain, even when hidden for days. You are more than temporary fear, more than failure, loss, or tears. There's still light inside your chest, still hope refusing to rest. Rise above what tried to break you, above the voices trying to chain you. You were never born to stay small, you were made to rise through it all. One kind heart can change a room, one brave soul can break the gloom. One person choosing not to quit can inspire millions, little by little bit. And someday standing beneath open skies with calmer thoughts and clearer eyes, you'll realize the hardest road you knew was slowly transforming and strengthening you. Big storms do not last forever, and broken hearts can't heal together. The future still holds beauty unseen beyond every place you've been. So keep walking through the unknown night, keep protecting your inner light. The story is not over yet, there are still miracles left to get, and beyond beyond the pain you're feeling now. A better season waits somehow for every soul that still believes, for every heart that never leaves. Rise above what tried to break you, and become the person pain could never defeat. Somewhere between the noise and silence, between exhaustion and resilience, a human heart keeps searching still for something real beyond sheer will. Morning comes but the mind feels tired. Dreams once burning lost their fire. People walking crowded streets while carrying invisible defeats, trying to stay strong through endless pressure, trying to hold life together, wearing brave smiles every day, even when hope feels far away. The world keeps teaching people speed, more success, more things to need, but deeper inside many souls are simply longing to feel whole, because no amount of fame or gold can heal a heart left empty and cold, and no perfect image on a screen can replace what peace truly means. So when confusion fills your mind and fear begins to steal your light, remember storms may shake the sea, but they cannot erase destiny. Keep your eyes on the horizon, beyond the pain you stand upon, beyond the doubts that cloud your sight. There's still a future filled with light. Even if the road bends slowly, even if the climb feels lonely, every faithful step you take builds the life you're meant to make. The tallest mountains face harsh weather, yet stand through every storm together, and rivers carve through stone with grace by continuing at their own pace. So don't give up because it's hard. Diamonds are shaped under pressure and dark. Some of the strongest hearts alive were formed by learning how to survive. Keep your eyes on the horizon, not on every fear surrounding, because the soul grows weak with worry, but stronger through quiet believing. There will be moments you feel delayed, watching others race ahead, questioning whether your efforts matter, while your confidence slowly shatters. But every journey moves differently. A seed underground still grows quietly. Just because progress cannot be seen doesn't mean life has stopped your dream. Some doors close to protect your peace. Some endings help the heart release what no longer helps you rise toward the truth inside your life. Keep your eyes on the horizon, where tomorrow waits beyond the tension, where healing rises after pain and clearer skies return again. One kind word can save somebody, one act of courage can heal deeply one soul. Refusing to quit can become another person's strength to live. Maybe your story's bigger than you know. Maybe your scars will help someone grow. Maybe the nights you barely survived will become proof that hope stays alive. The world needs hearts that still believe, still plant goodness like hidden seeds, still choose compassion over pride, still protect the light inside. Keep your eyes on the horizon, even when the night feels long, because the dawn is always moving closer than it first appears. The pressure you feel today will not remain forever this way. Heart sees and shapes stronger roots, preparing lives for deeper truth. So breathe through the uncertainty. Life is more than what you currently only see. There are chapters not yet written, victories not yet given, and someday standing under golden skies, with tears of gratitude in your eyes, you'll realize every painful mile is slowly shaping your life with purpose all the while. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your future is still calling. Beyond every fear and broken dream, there's still beauty waiting to be seen.
There are nights when the silence feels endless, when your thoughts become your heaviest weapons. You stare at the ceiling asking why. Some dreams fade while others rise. The world keeps spinning fast around you. Deadlines, pressure, expectations surround you. Everybody trying to keep pace while quietly fighting battles every day. Some people hide behind success, some hide wounds they never confess. Some keep smiling through the pain, just hoping life will change again. In crowded rooms, people still feel alone, searching for somewhere safe to belong, trying to find one steady truth in a world overflowing with confusion and proof. But beyond the noise and endless fear, there's still a deeper voice to hear, a calm direction softly calling. Even when everything feels like falling, the light ahead is greater than the storm, greater than nights that left you warm, greater than the fear inside your chest telling you to give up and rest. Because storms were never built to stay, even the darkest clouds break away, and every difficult road you survive shapes a stronger soul inside. You may not understand the delay or why certain doors faded away, but sometimes what feels like lost today protects a greater path someday. The strongest rivers move with patience, quietly shaping generations. The tallest trees survive fierce weather by growing roots that hold together. So don't despise your slower season, there may be a deeper reason. Growth often happens out of sight, long before it reaches light. The light ahead is greater than the storm, even when your hope feels torn, even when tears fall secretly and life feels filled with uncertainty. You are more resilient than you know, more capable of rising after low. Every scar carries hidden wisdom, every challenge increases vision. The world teaches people to compare, to chase approval everywhere, but peace is not found through applause, it lives inside a heart with cause. Real strength is staying kind when bitterness could change your mind. Real courage is standing tall after life tried to break it all. The light ahead is greater than the storm, and your story is still being formed. The chapters filled with pain and doubt are not where your life runs out. Somewhere beyond today's confusion, there's clarity beyond illusion. Somewhere beyond today's despair, a new beginning waits there. One small spark can light the dark, one brave soul can leave a mark. One person refusing to quit can inspire millions little by little bit. Maybe your survival through the rain will help another survive their pain. Maybe your words will become a guide for hearts that almost lost their light inside. So keep walking when it feels unclear, keep believing when fear comes near. Not every answer comes at once, some truths unfold step by step over months. The sky eventually changes color, cold seasons eventually recover, and broken hearts can learn again how to trust tomorrow after pain. The light ahead is greater than the storm, greater than every moment you mourn, because even now while you feel weak, strength is growing quietly underneath. One day you'll stand beneath open
rise with peace reflected in your eyes, looking back at every painful mile and realizing it was shaping your spirit all the while. So don't surrender to the night, protect the fire inside your life. The future still holds beauty untold for hearts that continue to move forward. And somewhere beyond today's rain, a brighter dawn is calling your name. The light ahead is already near, waiting beyond the storm you fear. There are mornings when the heart feels heavy, when getting up already feels unsteady. You look outside as the world moves on, while quietly wondering where your strength has gone. The pressure builds a little every day. Dreams feel farther drifting away. People running through crowded streets, trying to outrun invisible defeats. Some are tired of pretending they're fine. Some are trapped inside their minds. Some are carrying silent pain, praying life can bloom again. In a world that celebrates perfection, many souls are losing connection, chasing images that disappear, while forgetting why they're truly here. But somewhere beneath the endless noise, past the fear and hollow voices, there's still a quiet truth alive, helping broken hearts survive. Your journey still has meaning, even through seasons of grieving, even when the road feels unclear and every step is filled with fear. Because life is more than instant success, more than fame or emptiness. Some of the strongest souls become the ones who kept moving when hope felt gone. Every scar tells a deeper story, every battle reveals hidden glory. The strongest mountains touch the sky because they survive time after time. So don't believe the lie that says you are falling too far behind in life's race. Different flowers bloom in different seasons, and every delay may carry reasons. Your journey still has meaning, even if your heart is bleeding, even if doors keep closing tight and you can't yet see the morning light. Some roads break before they rebuild, some dreams must evolve to be fulfilled, and sometimes losing what felt secure leads you towards something more pure. The world often rewards what shines fast, but shallow things rarely last. True greatness grows quietly, deep within humility. A river does not fight the stone, yet over time it shapes its own path through mountains hard and cold, by continuing steady and bold. Your journey still has meaning, beyond the pain you're feeling, beyond the nights filled with doubt. Your story is still unfolding now. There are people you haven't met who may need your strength someday yet, need the wisdom your scars created, need the hope your survival awakened. Maybe the tears you cried alone are becoming seeds already sown, that will someday grow into light for another soul surviving the night. So don't let temporary darkness convince you life has lost its purpose. Storms can shake the tallest trees, but cannot steal their roots beneath. And don't measure your worth by speed or by every worldly thing achieved. A peaceful heart filled with truth is greater than temporary proof. Your journey still has meaning, even when your soul is weary, even when the climb feels steep and rest feels difficult to keep. Because every sunrise after pain whispers life can bloom again. Every breath inside your chest means your story is not finished yet. One kind word can change a life, one brave act can stop the night. One soul refusing to give in can inspire countless hearts again. So keep moving through uncertainty, even without full clarity. The stars still shine beyond the rain, even when hidden for days. And someday, standing beneath open skies, with calmness resting in your eyes, you'll look back on every difficult mile and realize it was shaping your strength all the while. Your journey still has meaning, and the future is still breathing. Beyond every fear you carry today, a brighter road is finding its way. Some days begin with silent exhaustion, a heart weighed down by endless emotion. You try to smile, you try to stand, while life keeps slipping through your hands. The world moves faster every year, filling minds with pressure and fear. Everybody trying to become enough, while quietly feeling lost and rough. People searching through crowded places, reading tired eyes and anxious faces, hoping to find one steady truth, one calm direction to hold on to. Some are carrying dreams unfinished, some feel broken, unseen, diminished. Some keep fighting storms inside, while hiding tears they never cry. But beneath the noise and confusion, beyond temporary illusion, there's still a quiet voice within, calling you not to give in. There's still light beyond this moment, beyond every fear unspoken, beyond the nights that stole your sleep, beyond the pain buried so deep. Because difficult seasons do not stay, even winter slowly fades away, and every sunrise after rain reminds the soul to hope again. You may not understand right now why certain roads turned out somehow different from the plans you made, or why familiar things began to fade. But sometimes life removes what's temporary to prepare your heart for something necessary. Sometimes closed doors become protection, leading you toward better direction. There is still light beyond this moment, even when your heart feels broken, even when disappointment remains and uncertainty fills your brain. The tallest mountains face strong winds, yet continue standing through it all again. And rivers carved through stone, not fast, but through steady movement that lasts. So don't despise your slower season, growth often carries hidden reasons. Roots grow deeper underground, long before new life is found. The world teaches people to compare, to chase approval everywhere, but peace is never born from pride, it grows quietly inside. Real strength is choosing kindness when bitterness seems easier. Real courage is staying hopeful when fear becomes familiar. There is still light beyond this moment, beyond every word left unspoken, beyond every scar and sleepless night. A future still shining bright. Maybe the battles you survive today will help another find their way. Maybe your story through the pain will teach another heart to rise again. One gentle voice can heal despair, one loving soul can repair the damage left by hopelessness and bring calm into restlessness. That's why your life still matters deeply, even when the road grows steeply, even when your strength feels small, you still carry value. Through it all, there is still light beyond this moment, a better chapter slowly opening. The sky's changing even now, though you may not yet see how. So breathe through the uncertainty, life is larger than what you currently see. Some blessings arrive slowly with time, like dawn appearing after the longest night. Protect the goodness in your soul. Don't let darkness take control, because hearts that continue believing often discover unexpected healing. And someday, standing in peaceful light with clearer thoughts and calmer eyes, you'll realize every painful mile was shaping wisdom all the while. There is still light beyond this moment, still dreams waiting to awaken, still beauty left for you to find, still hope alive inside your mind. So keep walking through the unknown. You were never meant to lose your soul. Beyond today's shadows and strain, a brighter tomorrow waits again. Sometimes life becomes so heavy that even breathing feels unsteady. You sit awake while midnight falls, listening to silence through empty walls. The dreams you carried for so long now feel distant, weak and gone. Questions echo through your mind, wondering what you're supposed to find. The world keeps telling people faster, run harder, climb higher after more success, more endless goals, while exhaustion quietly consumes souls. Some people laugh while hiding pain, some stand tall while feeling drained, some lose themselves trying to become everything the world demands at once. But somewhere beyond the endless race, beyond the pressure people face, there's still a calm and deeper way, calling hearts that lost their way. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, even when the night feels impossible, even when the path disappears from view. There may still be something waiting for you, because not every detour is disaster. Some slower roads lead farther, and some broken plans you mourn today may become blessings in another way. The strongest oceans face wild storms, yet continue reaching distant shores. The tallest forests survive harsh rain and bloom beautifully again. So don't let temporary darkness convince you life has lost its purpose. A seed beneath cold winter ground still carries life not yet found. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, though today feels uncertain and difficult. Though your heart feels worn and tired, there's still a quiet unseen fire. Every scar carries hidden wisdom, every battle expands vision. Every tear you thought was weakness may someday become strength for others. The world often rewards appearance, but lasting peace grows through endurance, not through noise or shallow praise, but through surviving difficult days. A river never argues with stone, yet over years it shapes its own way through mountains, standing high by refusing to stop and dry. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, beyond every loss that feels unbearable, beyond every unanswered prayer. A greater future may already be there. Maybe certain doors had to close so a better path could finally show. Maybe certain people had to leave to teach your soul what it truly needs. And maybe this season of confusion is quietly removing illusion, helping you discover what is real. what your heart was meant to feel. So breathe when fear begins to rise. Clouds cannot permanently hide the skies. The stars still shine above the rain. Even when hidden by pain, you are more resilient than you know, more capable of healing and growth. Every difficult road you survive builds deeper strength inside your life. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, to wisdom stronger and more truthful, to peace untouched by empty fame, to purpose greater than a name. One kind soul can change a story. One brave heart can reflect glory. One person choosing not to quit can inspire millions little by little bit. Maybe your survival through the storm will help another heart transform. Maybe your words one distant day will become the reason someone stayed. That means your life still matters now, even if you cannot see how. Every breath and every mile are shaping something worthwhile. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, and though the climb feels impossible, the future is still calling your name. Beyond the sorrow, beyond the pain. So keep walking through the unknown night. Protect the goodness and the light, because one day with peaceful eyes you'll stand beneath clear open skies. And looking back through every tear, you'll realize why you were led here. The road you feared with all your soul was slowly leading you toward becoming whole.
Sometimes life becomes so heavy that even breathing feels unsteady. You sit awake while midnight falls, listening to silence through empty walls. The dreams you carried for so long now feel distant, weak and gone. Questions echo through your mind, wondering what you're supposed to find. The world keeps telling people faster, run harder, climb higher after more success, more endless goals, while exhaustion quietly consumes souls. Some people laugh while hiding pain. Some stand tall while feeling drained. Some lose themselves trying to become everything the world demands at once. But somewhere beyond the endless race, beyond the pressure people face, there's still a calm and deeper way, calling hearts that lost their way. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, even when the night feels impossible. Even when the path disappears from view, there may still be something waiting for you. Because not every detour is disaster. Some slower roads lead farther, and some broken plans you mourn today may become blessings in another way. The strongest oceans face wild storms, yet continue reaching distant shores. The tallest forests survive harsh rain and bloom beautifully again. So don't let temporary darkness convince you life has lost its purpose. A seed beneath cold winter ground still carries life not yet found. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, though today feels uncertain and difficult.
Every scar carries hidden wisdom. Every battle expands vision. Every tear you thought was weakness may someday become strength for others. The world often rewards appearance, but lasting peace grows through endurance, not through noise or shallow praise, but through surviving difficult days. A river never argues with stone, yet over years it shapes its own way through mountains, standing high by refusing to stop and dry. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, beyond every loss that feels unbearable, beyond every unanswered prayer. A greater future may already be there. Maybe certain doors had to close so a better path could finally show. Maybe certain people had to leave to teach your soul what it truly needs. And maybe this season of confusion is quietly removing illusion, helping you discover what is real and what your heart was meant to feel. So breathe when fear begins to rise. Clouds cannot permanently hide the skies. The stars still shine above the rain, even when hidden by pain. You are more resilient than you know, more capable of healing and growth. Every difficult road you survive builds deeper strength inside your life. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, to wisdom stronger and more truthful, to peace untouched by empty fame, to purpose greater than a name. One kind soul can change a story. One brave heart can reflect glory. One person choosing not to quit can inspire millions little by little bit. Maybe your survival through the storm will help another heart transform. Maybe your words one distant day will become the reason someone stayed. That means your life still matters now, even if you cannot see how. Every breath and every mile are shaping something worthwhile. The road you fear may lead to something beautiful, and though the climb feels impossible, the future is still calling your name, beyond the sorrow, beyond the pain. So keep walking through the unknown night, protect the goodness and the light, because one day with peaceful eyes you'll stand beneath clear open skies. And looking back through every tear, you'll realize why you were led here. The road you feared with all your soul was slowly leading you toward becoming whole.
There are seasons when the heart grows tired, when old dreams seem to lose their fire. You wake each morning carrying weight, trying to smile while running late. The world keeps asking people for more success, more things to afford, more reasons to keep proving worth, while many quietly feel hurt. Crowded cities, glowing screens, so many chasing fading dreams. People searching everywhere for peace, yet feeling emptier underneath. Some carry wounds too deep to explain, some hide tears behind their name, some
and laugh loudly to survive, while slowly losing hope inside. But beyond the pressure and noise of life, beyond confusion, fear and pride, there's still a steady, unseen light, guiding hearts through endless nights. Don't let the darkness decide your future. Don't let fear become your ruler. You were made for more than pain, more than simply surviving again. Because storms may shake the strongest trees, but cannot steal the roots beneath. And rivers facing endless storms still find pathways of their own. So when life feels unclear and cold and disappointment grips your soul, remember this chapter is not the end. Broken roads can heal again. Don't let the darkness decide your future, even when your heart feels bruised and unsure, even when the answers seem delayed and every plan begins to fade. Some doors close to redirect your way, some losses protect another day, some endings quietly remove what no longer helps your spirit move. The world often praises those who shine fast, but shallow victories rarely last. True strength grows slowly over years, through silent battles, pain and tears. A mountain does not fear the storm, because hardship helps shape its form. And diamonds hidden underground are formed where pressure once was found. Don't let the darkness decide your future. There is still beauty moving toward you, still hope breathing through the rain, still healing waiting after pain. You may feel behind in life, watching others rise and height, but every soul has different timing, different mountains they are climbing. A flower blooming late in spring is still a beautiful thing, and a heart that survives deep pain can learn to love and trust again. Don't measure your worth by applause or temporary worldly cause. Peace cannot be bought with fame, and empty success leaves hollow flames. Real courage is choosing kindness when bitterness feels easier. Real wisdom is staying gentle in a world growing colder. Don't let the darkness decide your future, even if today feels harder, even if your strength feels small. There is still meaning through it all. Maybe the pain you carry today will help another find their way. Maybe your scars one distant night will become someone else's light. One caring word can heal despair, one brave soul can repair the damage fear leaves behind inside another weary mind. That means your journey still matters deeply, even when the road climbs steeply. Every step through uncertainty is shaping unseen destiny. Don't let the darkness decide your future. There is still purpose waiting for you, still dreams rising through the dust, still reasons to continue. Trust the sky will not stay gray forever, cold winds do not last forever, and broken hearts can slowly mend when they refuse to finally end. So lift your eyes beyond today, beyond temporary fear and pain, because the future still holds light for hearts that continue to fight. And someday, standing under golden skies with peace and wisdom in your eyes, you'll look back at every difficult mile and realize it was shaping your soul. All the while, don't let the darkness decide
nights when the silence feels endless, when your heart grows weak from stress. You replay memories in your mind, wondering what purpose you will find. The world keeps moving without rest, pushing every soul to be their best. Faster days and louder noise, so many temporary choices. People searching for peace in places hidden behind exhausted faces, trying to fill the emptiness inside while quietly losing hope and light. Some carry dreams that slowly faded, some feel broken and underrated. Some keep standing through the rain, just hoping life will change again. But somewhere deeper than confusion, beyond fear and illusion, there's still a calm voice softly leading, a quiet hope worth believing. Keep trusting the unseen direction, even through pain and imperfection. Even when the road disappears ahead and fear keeps whispering in your head. Because not every answer comes quickly, and not every blessing arrives instantly. Some of the strongest things in life are formed slowly through struggle and time. The tallest mountains face harsh weather, yet continue standing forever. And rivers flowing through the stone find pathways no one else has known. So don't lose heart when life feels unclear, or when disappointment draws near. A delayed season does not mean defeat. Sometimes growth happens underneath. Keep trusting the unseen direction, beyond every doubt and question. Beyond the tears you hide inside, there's still light guiding your life. The world teaches people comparison, more achievement, more validation. But peace cannot be earned through applause, and empty success eventually falls. Real strength is staying kind when bitterness could change your mind. Real courage is moving ahead, even while carrying fear instead. Every scar holds hidden wisdom, every battle expands vision. Every painful road survived builds deeper resilience inside. Keep trusting the unseen direction, even during heartbreak and tension. Even when doors suddenly close and you don't know where the future goes. Some endings are unexpected protection, leading you toward better direction. Some losses remove what held you back, so your soul can return to the right path. A seed buried deep beneath the snow still carries the power to grow. And stars beyond storm-covered skies still shine, though hidden from your eyes. That means hope is never truly gone, even through the darkest dawn. Even when your strength feels small, there is still purpose through it all. Keep trusting the unseen direction, your story still carries meaning. The chapters filled with pain today are not where your life will stay. Maybe your survival through the storm will help another soul transform. Maybe the words you speak someday will become the reason someone chose to stay. One kind heart can heal despair, one brave voice can clear the air. One soul refusing to give in can inspire countless hearts again. So don't surrender to exhaustion, or let fear become your conclusion. The future is still being written now, even if you cannot yet see how. The sky will eventually clear again, cold seasons eventually end, and broken hearts can slowly heal when they remember what is real. Keep trusting the unseen direction, even through uncertainty and questions. Because some roads only make sense after you've already walked through them. One day, standing beneath open skies, with peaceful tears within your eyes, you'll look back at every painful mile and realize it was shaping your spirit all the while. The road was never meant to destroy you, the storms were never sent to end you. They were teaching your heart to rise, to become wiser, stronger, and alive. So keep moving through the unknown night, protect the goodness and the light. Beyond today's fear, beyond the strain, a beautiful future still remains. giant city glow. People running fast but feeling slow. Screens are shining brighter than the stars, still searching for the meaning in their hearts. Some build towers made of fear and pride. Some hide pain with laughter deep inside. But every road without a steady light can disappear before the morning rise. If the ground beneath your dream is true, storms may shake the sky but not break you. When the noise of the world becomes too loud, there's a quieter voice beyond the crowd. Build will last, no more fades away. Hold your hope even on the darkest day. Every step, every scar, every climb is shaping something stronger over time. You were not made just to survive. You were born to fully come alive. Even broken roads can lead to gold. Even tired hearts can still grow bold. Some chase shadows thinking they are kings, till the silence shows the cost of things. A million lights can fill an empty room, but one real truth can chase away the gloom. There's a reason you still rise again, after loss, after fear, after pain. Deep inside your soul there is a fire calling you to something higher. Build with love, build with honesty. Build a life that can breathe in peace, not for fame that disappears overnight, but for a purpose burning bright. When the rain keeps falling on your window and your plans no longer seem to flow, remember mountains grow through wind and time. Pressure can create a stronger mind. You don't need to walk the road alone. Even stars were never meant to shine on their own. Every heart was made to give and heal. That's the power that makes tomorrow real. Hold on, your story isn't over now. The darkest sky still allows the dawn. The strongest trees survive because their roots go deep. The future belongs to the souls who keep believing. So build what matters, build what stays. Build with courage through uncertain days. When the world keeps changing like the sea, truth will still become your gravity. Lift your eyes beyond the temporary noise, beyond confusion, beyond empty voices. There is still a path worth walking on, a better ending waiting past the storm. And one day you will look behind it, every moment you survived, and realize the invisible hands of hope were carrying you the whole time. Build what lasts, build what lasts. Build what heals, build what heals. Build the kind of dream the whole world feels. And when the night tries stealing all your light, keep becoming brighter inside you. Before the sunrise paints the sky, there are millions still awake tonight, walking through crowded streets alone, smiling outside while breaking inside their souls. Everybody's chasing something fast, trying to build a future that will last. But so many hearts are running dry, searching for peace money cannot buy. Some are tired of pretending they are strong,
Some have carried silent pain for far too long. Some are standing at the edge of giving up, wondering if hope is ever enough. But storms are never made to stay forever, and even shattered wings can learn to fly together. The darkest nights create the brightest dawns, and broken roads can still lead someone home. So breathe again, your story is not over yet. There is still fire inside your chest, still dreams surviving underneath the stress, still light hidden beyond the emptiness. Be the one who still rises when the world says you can't survive this. Be the voice that speaks life in the silence. Be the soul that keeps shining through the violence. Not every victory will make headlines, not every strong heart looks confident outside. Sometimes courage is simply standing again after disappointment, fear, and pain. The world teaches people to race, to hide exhaustion behind a perfect face, to measure worth by numbers and applause, while forgetting what real purpose was. But the strongest buildings stand through storms, because their foundations were deeply formed. And the strongest people in this life are those who choose love instead of pride. When nobody notices your kindness, keep going. When your effort feels invisible, keep growing. Roots grow deep underground before trees touch the sky, and seasons always change with time. Maybe you feel behind right now. Maybe life did not become what you dreamed about. Maybe doors close without warning signs, and maybe you're exhausted from trying all the time. But mountains are carved by pressure, diamonds are created in hidden places, and people become stronger through unseen battles and impossible days. One honest heart can heal 1,000 wounds. One gentle word can pull someone through. You may never fully know how much your presence saves another soul. So do not become cold just because the world became cold to you. Do not lose your softness, because kindness is still powerful too. There is greatness in patience, there is wisdom inside pain, there is beauty in surviving without becoming bitter from the rain. The loudest voices are not always right, and popularity does not equal light. Some people gain the world but lose themselves, while others quietly become help for everyone else. Build something deeper than temporary fame. Build a life that time cannot erase. Build with truth, build with compassion, build with purpose greater than attention. Because one day the noise will disappear, the trends will fade, the crowds will move on, but the impact of a good heart can continue long after a person is gone. So if your tears are falling tonight, let them fall without shame. Rain is part of how gardens grow, and pain is part of how hearts change. You are not weak for feeling tired, you are human for carrying battles unseen. And every time you choose to continue, you become stronger than you have ever been. Look at the sky after the storm, notice how the air becomes clearer. Sometimes life allows the breaking only to rebuild something greater. Keep walking, even slowly. Keep believing, even quietly. Keep loving, even carefully. And keep rising, even after everything. Because the future does not belong to the loudest people in the room. It belongs to those who keep hope alive when everyone else surrenders to the gloom. Be the one who still rises, the one who still dreams, the one who still believes goodness matters, the one who still chooses light over darkness. And one day,
Without even realizing it, your scars will become proof that impossible seasons were survived. Your tears will become rivers of wisdom. Your failures will become doors to strength. And your journey will remind the world that true greatness was never about power. It was always about becoming a person who never stopped bringing light into places that had forgotten how to shine. Somewhere beneath these endless city lights, a million people are fighting silent fights, trying to smile through the pressure and noise, trying to remember the sound of their own voice. Every day the world keeps moving fast, teaching hearts to fear they'll never last. People scrolling through perfect lives online while secretly falling apart inside their minds. Some are chasing gold that turns to dust. Some are learning too late who they can trust. Some build castles standing on the sand, watching everything slip through their hands. But deep inside the soul there is a truth, stronger than fear, stronger than youth, that what is built with honesty and hope will survive when everything else breaks and goes. So keep building through the storm, even when the sky has lost its form, even when the road becomes unclear, even when your greatest fears appear. Because rain cannot erase the sunrise, and failure cannot define your whole life. One broken season does not mean the end. Sometimes endings become where real beginnings begin. There are people carrying invisible chains, smiling faces hiding oceans of pain. Some have not heard a kind word in years. Some are drowning quietly in their tears. So be gentle, you never know the war someone survives. A little compassion can save a life. One moment of kindness can change a soul. More than power, money, or control. The world may celebrate what shines the fastest, but time reveals what truly lasted. Empty applause fades away overnight, but truth keeps glowing long after the spotlight. Build the kind of life that gives people peace, the kind of presence that helps fear decrease, the kind of heart that still remains warm even after surviving countless storms. Maybe your dreams feel far away tonight. Maybe exhaustion keeps stealing your fight. Maybe you prayed in silence to the dark, waiting for one small sign, one little spark. Listen closely, you are still here. Your heart still beats, your soul still hears. And as long as there is breath inside your chest, your story still carries purpose ahead. No storm stays forever, no winter owns the spring, and the deepest pain can someday become the reason another person heals again. People become stronger in hidden places, in long nights no one else embraces, in tears nobody ever sees, in learning how to rise from their knees. The strongest mountains face the hardest winds, the brightest lights survive the darkest ends, and the people who bring hope into this world usually walk through fire before they changed it. Do not envy every shining thing, some glitter hides emptiness within. Not every crown belongs on a king, not every loud voice carries wisdom. Slow growth is still growth, quiet progress still matters. A seed beneath the soil may look forgotten, but one day it becomes a forest standing tall. So do not hate your small beginnings. Great rivers begin as tiny streams, and some of the most beautiful journeys started from broken and impossible dreams. When life collapses unexpectedly, when plans disappear without warning, when the future feels uncertain and cold, remember this truth deep in your soul. You were never meant to live only for survival. You were created to become alive inside, to love deeply, to stand honestly, to leave light behind wherever you go. The world has enough people chasing attention. What it needs are people carrying intention. People who choose integrity over image. People who value truth over temporary advantage. Even if nobody applauds your effort, keep becoming better. Even if the road feels lonely, keep moving forward. Even if Because the future is not built overnight, it is built quietly through thousands of unseen choices, through patience, through sacrifice, through refusing to lose your heart to darkness. One day you will look back and realize the hardest seasons taught you the deepest wisdom. The lonely roads built the strongest foundation, and the storms prepared you for greater destinations. So lift your eyes again. This is not the end of your story. There are still beautiful chapters ahead. Still unexpected joy waiting around corners. Still people whose lives will change because you existed. Keep building through the storm. Keep standing when the winds grow strong. Keep protecting the fire within your soul, even when the world becomes cold. And when your final chapter is written someday, may your life say more than success. May it say, here was a person who brought hope into hopeless places, light into dark rooms, peace into restless hearts, and courage into fearful lives. Because in the end, the greatest legacy is not fame, not wealth, not power. It is becoming someone who helped the world breathe easier, simply because you were here.
In a world that never seems to sleep, people chase illusions they can never keep, running through the chaos every day, trying not to lose themselves along the way. Bright lights flash across the midnight streets, empty victories wrapped in perfect dreams. Everybody wants to touch the sky, but so few ever ask the reason why. Some hearts are tired from carrying too much. Some souls forgot the feeling of real love. Some stand smiling in crowded rooms, while loneliness quietly fills the atmosphere. The pressure keeps getting heavier each year. People hiding pain behind success and fear, trying to prove their worth to watching eyes, while silently breaking down inside. But there's a truth deeper than applause, stronger than trends and louder than the crowds. A life built only for appearance fades fast, but a life built with meaning will always last. So build beyond the noise, beyond temporary voices, beyond the fear of being unseen, beyond the endless race for things. Build what gives your spirit peace, build what helps another breathe, but what still remains standing when the storms attack everything. Because storms reveal foundations and time reveals intentions. The strongest souls are often formed inside long nights of unseen tension. Maybe your path has been harder than most. Maybe you've lost things you needed most. Maybe the future feels unclear tonight, like walking through endless darkness without light. But stars shine best in the deepest night, and courage grows strongest in difficult fights. The ocean becomes powerful through waves, and people become wiser through pain. Do not be ashamed of your scars, they are proof you survived impossible parts. Every tear carried through silent years has shaped the strength that brought you here. The world celebrates people who rise quickly, but true greatness grows slowly and deeply. Roots must grow strong beneath the ground before a tree can hold storms without falling down. So if progress feels invisible today, do not throw your dreams away. Some miracles are happening quietly, long before anyone else can see. One kind word can restart a heart. One act of love can heal hidden scars. One person choosing hope instead of fear can completely change another person's year.
Never underestimate gentle people. They carry strength the world cannot measure. The calmest souls often survive the longest, because peace can outlast pressure. The loudest room is not always right, and popularity does not create light. Some people gain attention for a moment, while others leave impact for generations. Build with honesty, build with patience, build with compassion and wisdom. Not every shortcut leads somewhere worth going. Not every open door deserves entering. There will be days you question everything, days your confidence disappears within days, when exhaustion steals your motivation, disappointment weakens your foundation. But remember this: mountains do not apologize for standing tall, and rivers do not quit because of rocks. Nature keeps moving forward through resistance, and so can you. Even broken roads still move ahead. Even wounded hearts can still love again. Even after loss there can still be beauty. Even after endings there can still be purpose. You are not failing because life is difficult. You are growing through what is difficult. Fire does not destroy gold, it reveals what was valuable all along. Some people will misunderstand your journey. Some will leave before the ending. Some will doubt the dreams inside you, because they cannot see what you carry within. Keep walking anyway. The future belongs to those who continue, even while afraid, even while tired, even while uncertain. Because faith in tomorrow has always built the greatest stories. One day you will stand somewhere peaceful, looking back at everything you survived, and the pain that once felt endless will become proof of your resilience. The nights you cried alone will become reminders of your endurance. The doors that closed unexpectedly will reveal why better paths open later. And the moments you almost gave up will become the reason someone else keeps going. So build beyond the noise, beyond comparison, beyond shallow success, beyond the need to impress strangers. Build a life that still feels beautiful when nobody is watching. Build something real, something honest, something timeless, because at the end of everything, people will not remember how loudly you spoke or how famous your name became. They will remember how your presence made others feel, how your kindness created peace, how your courage inspired hope, and how your life became light in a world fighting darkness exposed.
Somewhere beyond the noise of the city lights, beyond the pressure and endless nights, there's a quiet voice inside the soul, still whispering you were made for more. People chasing dreams they barely understand, trying to hold the world within their hands, building futures out of fear and pride, while emptiness keeps growing deep inside. Every screen shines brighter every day, but hearts are slowly fading away. Everybody wants to be seen and known, yet so many still feel completely alone. Some are smiling through hidden pain, some are standing in the pouring rain. Some have almost given up on hope, trying to survive while learning to cope. But pain was never meant to be the end. Sometimes broken roads are where healing begins. Storms may shake the ground beneath your feet, but they can also make your spirit deeper and complete. Rise higher than the fear, higher than the doubt, higher than the voices trying to count you out. Because the darkest skies still carry stars, and the deepest wounds can create the strongest hearts. Life may bend you through pressure and time, but it can also teach your soul to shine. Do not measure your worth
by applause or attention. Some of the greatest people in history change lives without recognition. The strongest trees grow slowly, the deepest rivers move quietly. And the people who bring peace into this world usually walk through pain silently. So if your progress feels invisible tonight, keep going anyway. A seed underground looks forgotten before it becomes a forest someday. One moment of courage can change a future. One act of kindness can heal a soul. One honest person in a broken world can remind others they are not alone. Never underestimate gentle hearts that carry a strength anger never will. Calm souls survive the loudest storms because peace is more powerful than force and skill. The world teaches people to compete to become faster, richer, greater, but very few are taught how to become whole. Very few are taught how to protect their inner light, how to stay kind after disappointment, how to keep believing after difficult nights. But those are the people who truly change the world. The ones who still love after heartbreak, the ones who still dream after failure, the ones who still stand after collapse, the ones who still choose hope over fear. You may not realize it now, but every difficult season shaped you. Every tear taught you compassion, every loss taught you wisdom. Every battle built strength within you. Nothing was wasted. Even the nights you cried alone, even the moments you almost quit, even the seasons where life felt unfair, are building a stronger foundation underneath. Because storms reveal what is real, and pressure reveals what lasts. Temporary things fall apart quickly, but truth survives the hardest paths. So build your life carefully, build with honesty, build with patience, build with love that does not disappear when tested. Build something deeper than success, build something stronger than image, build something meaningful enough to survive beyond temporary trends. One day the noise will fade, the crowds will move on, the fast attention of the world will disappear, but the impact of a good heart remains. People may forget what you achieved, but they will remember how you made them feel, how your words gave comfort, how your presence brought peace, how your courage inspired healing. That is the kind of legacy that matters. So when life becomes heavy again, when fear whispers that you are too weak, look at everything you already survived and remember how far you came. You are stronger than yesterday, wiser than before, and more capable than your fear wants you to believe. Keep rising slowly, keep walking faithfully, keep protecting the fire inside your soul, because the future belongs to the people who refuse to surrender their light. And someday you will stand beneath a calmer sky, looking back at every storm and realize the winds that tried to destroy you actually taught you how to fly.
Another morning rises through the glass towers. Another day begins with rushing hours. People moving fast with tired eyes, carrying dreams they barely recognize. Some are searching for a place to belong. Some pretend they've been strong all along. Some keep smiling just to hide the pain, while storms keep pouring like endless rain. The world keeps changing every second now.
teaching hearts to bend and break somehow, telling people they are never enough unless they become louder, faster, tougher. But the soul was never made to live only for survival. There is something deeper calling beyond the pressure and arrival. A quiet strength inside the heart, a spark that darkness cannot steal, a truth that still remains alive, no matter what the world may feel. So keep the fire alive, even when the night grows cold, even when the road feels long and your hands can barely hold. Keep the fire alive when nobody sees your fight, because the strongest flames in history were born inside the darkest nights. Some people build their lives on attention, some build everything on fear. But storms eventually reveal what was real and why it's here. Temporary things disappear quickly, empty fame fades away, but hearts built with honesty keep shining through every age. Do not rush your becoming, great things grow slowly over time. The stars do not compete with each other, yet together they still beautifully shine. Maybe you feel behind today, maybe someone else seems far ahead, but comparison steals peace from the soul and fills the human mind with dread. Your journey has its own timing, your story has its own design, and flowers bloom in different seasons without apologizing for their time. Some battles are invisible, some scars are hidden deep. Some people survive entire wars without making a sound or speech. So be careful with your words, you never know what others carry. A little kindness can become the reason another soul keeps breathing. The world is full of critics already, enough anger and division. What it needs are people brave enough to still choose compassion and wisdom. Because love is not weakness and patience is not defeat. Sometimes the strongest people alive are the calmest people you meet. The ocean does not fear the storm, the mountain does not fear the rain, and people who continue moving forward become stronger through the pain. You are not failing because life is hard, you are learning how to endure, and endurance creates a deeper strength that comfort never could secure. Every setback taught you something, every closed door changed your direction, every difficult night prepared your heart for greater understanding and connection. So do not hate the process, even if it hurts right now. Pressure can shape diamonds and roots grow deep before branches rise somehow. One day you will understand why certain roads disappeared, why certain people walked away, why some seasons felt unclear. Not everything lost was meant to stay, not every delay was punishment. Sometimes life protects the future by removing what could have destroyed it. So keep building quietly, keep improving faithfully, keep becoming stronger internally, even when progress cannot yet be seen. The loudest people are not always wise, and the richest hearts are not always loud. Some of the greatest souls in history walked humbly far away from crowds. Be someone who brings peace into rooms filled with anxiety. Be someone who speaks hope into hearts drowning silently. Because one life filled with light can guide countless others through darkness, and one person refusing to give up can inspire generations afterward. There will be moments you feel exhausted, moments where fear becomes heavy, moments where tears fall silently, and your future seems uncertain completely. But even then, the sunrise is still preparing beyond the horizon. Even then, hope is still moving behind the scenes. Even then, your story is still unfolding. Do not quit in the middle of becoming. The strongest chapters are often written after the hardest battles survived, and the most meaningful lives are usually built through unseen sacrifice. So keep the fire alive, protect the light inside your soul. Do not let bitterness replace one
Another sunset falls across the skyline. Another day disappears into time. People walking through crowded streets alone, searching for peace they've never really known. Some are carrying dreams too heavy to hold. Some are tired from always being strong. Some are silently fighting battles nobody else can see going on. The world keeps moving faster every year, filling hearts with pressure and fear, teaching people to chase endless things while forgetting what real freedom means. Everybody wants to reach the top, but few ask what they become along the climb. Some gain everything the world can offer, yet still feel empty deep inside. Because success without peace grows cold, and fame without truth cannot hold. Temporary light fades with the night, but deeper purpose keeps burning bright. So become stronger than the waves, stronger than the fear of change, stronger than the voices saying you will never find your way. The ocean rises after every storm, the sky still clears after the rain, and hearts that survive the darkest nights learn how to shine through pain. Do not be ashamed of your struggles. Some of the strongest souls alive were shaped in seasons of silence, where they simply fought to survive. Every scar tells a story, every tear carries wisdom too. And every difficult chapter in life can become strength living inside you. Maybe nobody sees your effort, maybe your progress feels too slow, but roots grow quietly underground long before the world sees forests grow. Do not compare your journey to people walking different roads. A bird and a mountain both touch the sky, but in completely different ways and bold. Your timing is not a mistake. Your pace is not failure. Life is not a race to impress strangers. It is a journey toward becoming real. The world needs more honest hearts, more people willing to care, more souls who still choose kindness even when kindness feels rare. Because anger spreads like wildfire, but peace spreads farther with time. And one calm voice in chaos can save someone standing at the edge of decline. You may never realize fully how deeply your presence matters. Some people survive difficult nights simply because someone listened after. One moment of understanding can stop a heart from breaking apart. One act of compassion can restart hope inside a damaged heart. So protect your inner light carefully. The world will try to harden you. Pain may tempt you toward bitterness, but bitterness only darkens truth. Stay soft enough to love, stay wise enough to grow, stay brave enough to continue, even when you walk through storms alone. The strongest people are not fearless, they simply move forward despite fear. Courage is not the absence of pain, it is refusing to disappear. When life closes certain doors, do not assume your story ends. Sometimes lost paths protect your future, and broken plans become blessings. In the end, mountains are formed through pressure, pearls are shaped through irritation, and human souls become deeper through heartbreak, endurance, and patience.
patience. So do not waste your pain. Learn from it, grow from it, let it teach your heart compassion instead of turning your spirit cold. Because people who survive difficult seasons often become safe places for others, and those who once needed hope desperately usually become the ones who give it freely later. Keep building your life with truth, not only with ambition. Build relationships that last. Build memories filled with meaning. Build something stronger than attention, something deeper than temporary success. Because applause fades quickly, but impact remains long after voices rest. One day, the noise of the world will quiet down. The endless comparisons will disappear, and what truly mattered will become clear. Not how famous you became, not how perfect your image looked, but how many people breathed easier because you existed in their lives. Did your words heal or harm? Did your actions bring peace or fear? Did your life leave warmth behind, or simply disappear? So become stronger than the waves, rise higher than the fear, and keep walking toward the light, even when the path ahead isn't clear. Because every sunrise proves something beautiful. Darkness never gets the final word, and every soul that refuses to give up becomes proof that hope is still alive in this world.
Tonight, the city breathes in neon light. Cars move endlessly through the night. People staring out from apartment windows, wondering where their lost hope goes. Some are chasing dreams that never sleep. Some are carrying promises they couldn't keep. Some are drowning quietly inside, while pretending everything is fine outside. The world keeps telling hearts to hurry, to become successful before they're ready, to keep achieving without slowing down, to wear exhaustion like a shining crown. But the soul was never built for endless racing, and peace was never found in constant chasing. Because the more people gain without meaning, the more emptiness grows without leaving. Some people own beautiful houses, yet cannot rest peacefully at night. Some stand beneath bright attention, yet still feel invisible inside. Because real strength is not performance, and true purpose is not applause. The deepest fulfillment in this life comes from becoming who you truly are. So when the pressure feels unbearable, when fear keeps whispering defeat, remember, even the tallest mountains were once stones beneath people's feet. The sky beyond the storm still exists, even when clouds hide it from view. And your future still holds beauty, even when life feels heavy on you. Do not let temporary darkness convince you light has disappeared. Some of the brightest mornings arrive after the longest nights were endured. The human heart is stronger than it knows. It survives loss, failure, heartbreak, and still somehow continues growing forward. That is a miracle many forget. Every scar surviving inside you is proof you kept moving through pain. Every moment you almost surrendered but didn't, built strength that cannot be easily shaken again. So keep walking slowly if needed, but never stop entirely. A river reaches the ocean not through speed, but through consistency. Maybe your dreams changed over time. Maybe life became harder than expected. Maybe people you trusted disappeared and left your heart feeling neglected. But not every goodbye destroys the future. Some endings create room for better beginnings. And not every delay is rejection. Sometimes timing protects hidden blessings. The world often rewards appearance, but appearance alone cannot heal souls. People are starving for something deeper, something honest, something whole. They are searching for calm in the chaos, for truth in a world of noise, for people who still value kindness more than popularity and voice. So become that kind of person. Be someone whose presence brings peace, someone whose words carry warmth, someone who still chooses integrity even when dishonesty seems easier. Because character built quietly over years will always outlast temporary attention, and hearts grounded in truth will survive the strongest tension. Do not envy every shining life online. Many smiles hide invisible pain. Some people look strong publicly while privately begging to escape the rain. So be gentle with others and gentle with yourself too. Healing takes longer than people admit, and growth often happens out of you. Seeds grow beneath dark soil first, before becoming fields of green. And people become wiser through struggles nobody else has ever seen. The strongest souls are not always loud. Sometimes they speak softly and still change rooms. Like candles glowing in the darkness, they do not fight the night loudly. They simply continue shining. And maybe that is true greatness. Not dominating others, not proving superiority, but becoming a light steady enough to help others find direction in uncertainty. One compassionate act cannot go farther than you imagine. One honest conversation can rebuild someone's broken courage. You may never know completely how your existence changes lives, how your resilience inspires strangers, or how your kindness helps someone survive. So keep believing beyond the fear, keep dreaming beyond the disappointment, keep building beyond temporary trends, and keep loving beyond the risk of pain. Because one day you will look back at the season and realize the storms were shaping you, not destroying you. The pressure was strengthening your foundation. The waiting was teaching endurance. The heartbreak was deepening compassion, and the uncertainty was guiding you toward wisdom. Nothing meaningful grows instantly, and nothing timeless is built overnight. So take another breath, lift your eyes again. The sky beyond the storm still exists, and your story still carries light within it. Keep going, keep growing, keep healing, keep becoming. And when the world grows cold and restless be the soul, it still carries warmth. Because people may forget achievements, but they never forget the ones who made life feel hopeful again.
Somewhere between the noise and silence, between exhaustion and resilience, a human heart keeps searching still for something real beyond sheer will. Morning comes but the mind feels tired. Dreams once burning lost their fire. People walking crowded streets while carrying invisible defeats, trying to stay strong through endless pressure, trying to hold life together. together, wearing brave smiles every day, even when hope feels far away. The world keeps teaching people speed, more success, more things to need, but deeper inside many souls are simply longing to feel whole, because no amount of fame or gold can heal a heart left empty and cold, and no perfect image on a screen can replace what peace truly means. So when confusion fills your mind and fear begins to steal your light, remember, storms may shake the sea, but they cannot erase destiny. Keep your eyes on the horizon, beyond the pain you stand upon, beyond the doubts that cloud your sight. There's still a future filled with light. Even if the road bends slowly, even if the climb feels lonely, every faithful step you take builds the life you're meant to make. The tallest mountains face harsh weather, yet stand through every storm together, and rivers carve through stone with grace by continuing at their own pace. So don't give up because it's hard. Diamonds are shaped under pressure and dark. Some of the strongest hearts alive were formed by learning how to survive. Keep your eyes on the horizon, not on every fear surrounding, because the soul grows weak with worry, but stronger through quiet believing. There will be moments you feel delayed, watching others race ahead, questioning whether your efforts matter, while your confidence slowly shatters. But every journey moves differently, a seed underground still grows quietly. Just because progress cannot be seen doesn't mean life has stopped your dream. Some doors close to protect your peace, some endings help the heart release what no longer helps you rise toward the truth inside your life. Keep your eyes on the horizon, where tomorrow waits beyond attention, where healing rises after pain and clearer skies return again. One kind word can save somebody, one act of courage can heal deeply one's soul. Refusing to quit can become another person's strength to live. Maybe your story is bigger than you know, maybe your scars will help someone grow, maybe the nights you barely survived will become proof that hope stays alive. The world needs hearts that still believe, still plant goodness like hidden seeds, still choose compassion over pride, still protect the light inside. Keep your eyes on the horizon, even when the night feels long, because the dawn is always moving closer than it first appears. The pressure you feel today will not remain forever this way. Heart sees and shapes stronger roots, preparing lives for deeper truth. So breathe through the uncertainty. Life is more than what you currently see. There are chapters not yet written, victories not yet given, and someday standing under golden skies with tears of gratitude in your eyes, you'll realize every painful mile is slowly shaping your life with purpose all the while. Keep your eyes on the horizon, your future is still calling, beyond every fear and broken dream. There's still beauty waiting to be seen.
There are nights when the silence feels endless, when your thoughts become your heaviest weapons. You stare at the ceiling asking why. Some dreams fade while others rise. The world keeps spinning fast around you. Deadlines, pressure, expectations surround you. Everybody trying to keep pace while quietly fighting battles every day. Some people hide behind success, some hide wounds they never confess. Some keep smiling through the pain, just hoping life will change again. In crowded rooms, people still feel alone, searching for somewhere safe to belong, trying to find one steady truth in a world overflowing with confusion and proof. But beyond the noise and endless fear, there's still a deeper voice to hear, a calm direction softly calling. Even when everything feels like falling, the light ahead is greater than the storm, greater than nights that left you warm, greater than the fear inside your chest telling you to give up and rest. Because storms were never built to stay, even the darkest clouds break away, and every difficult road you survive shapes a stronger soul inside. You may not understand the delay or why certain doors faded away, but sometimes what feels like lost today protects a greater path someday. The strongest rivers move with patience, quietly shaping generations. The tallest trees survive fierce weather by growing roots that hold together. So don't despise your slower season, there may be a deeper reason. Growth often happens out of sight, long before it reaches light. The light ahead is greater than the storm, even when your hope feels torn, even when tears fall secretly and life feels filled with uncertainty. You are more resilient than you know, more capable of rising after low. Every scar carries hidden wisdom, every challenge increases vision. The world teaches people to compare, to chase approval everywhere, but peace is not found through applause, it lives inside a heart with cause. Real strength is staying kind when bitterness could change your mind. Real courage is standing tall after life tried to break it all. The light ahead is greater than the storm, and your story is still being formed. The chapters filled with pain and doubt are not where your life runs out. Somewhere beyond today's confusion, there's clarity beyond illusion. Somewhere beyond today's despair, a new beginning waits there. One small spark can light the dark, one brave soul can leave a mark. One person refusing to quit can inspire millions little by little bit. Maybe your survival through the rain will help another survive their pain. Maybe your words will become a guide for hearts that almost lost their light inside. So keep walking when it feels unclear, keep believing when fear comes near. Not every answer comes at once, some truths unfold step by step over months. The sky eventually changes color, cold seasons eventually recover, and broken hearts can learn again how to trust tomorrow after pain. The light ahead is greater than the storm, greater than every moment you mourn. Because even now while you feel weak, strength is growing quietly underneath. One day you'll stand beneath open skies with peace reflected in your eyes, looking back at every painful mile and realizing it was shaping your spirit all the while. So don't surrender to the night, protect the fire inside your life. The future still holds beauty untold for hearts that continue to move forward. And somewhere beyond today's rain, a brighter dawn is calling your name. The light ahead is already near, waiting beyond the storm you fear. There are mornings when the heart feels heavy, when getting up already feels unsteady. You look outside as the world moves on, while quietly wondering where your strength has gone. The pressure builds a little every day, Dreams feel farther drifting away. People running through crowded streets, trying to outrun invisible defeats. Some are tired of pretending they're fine. Some are trapped inside their minds. Some are carrying silent pain, praying life can bloom again. In a world that celebrates perfection, many souls are losing connection, chasing images that disappear, while forgetting why they're truly here. But somewhere beneath the endless noise, past the fear and hollow voices, there's still a quiet truth alive, helping broken hearts survive. Your journey still has meaning, even through seasons of grieving, even when the road feels unclear and every step is filled with fear. Because life is more than instant success, more than fame or emptiness. Some of the strongest souls become the ones who kept moving when hope felt gone. Every scar tells a deeper story, every battle reveals hidden glory. The strongest mountains touch the sky because they survive time after time. So don't believe the lie that says you are falling too far behind in life's race. Different flowers bloom in different seasons, and every delay may carry reasons. Your journey still has meaning, even if your heart is bleeding, even if doors keep closing tight and you can't yet see the morning light. Some roads break before they rebuild, some dreams must evolve to be fulfilled, and sometimes losing what felt secure leads you towards something more pure. The world often rewards what shines fast, but shallow things rarely last. True greatness grows quietly, deep within humility. A river does not fight the stone, yet over time it shapes its own path through mountains hard and cold, by continuing steady and bold. Your journey still has meaning, beyond the pain you're feeling, beyond the nights filled with doubt. Your story is still unfolding now. There are people you haven't met who may need your strength someday yet, need the wisdom your scars created, need the hope your survival awakened. Maybe the tears you cried alone are becoming seeds already sown, that will someday grow into light for another soul surviving the night. So don't let temporary darkness convince you life has lost its purpose. Storms can shake the tallest trees, but cannot steal their roots beneath. And don't measure your worth by speed or by every worldly thing achieved. A peaceful heart filled with truth is greater than temporary proof. Your journey still has meaning, even when your soul is weary, even when the climb feels steep and rest feels difficult to keep. Because every sunrise after pain whispers life can bloom again. Every breath inside your chest means your story is not finished yet. One kind word can change a life, one brave act can stop the night. One soul refusing to give in can inspire countless hearts again. So keep moving through uncertainty, even without full clarity. The stars still shine beyond the rain, even when hidden for days. And someday, standing beneath open skies, with calmness resting in your eyes, you'll look back on every difficult mile and realize it was shaping your strength all the while. Your journey still has meaning, and the future is still breathing. Beyond every fear you carry today, a brighter road is finding its way. Go. Some nights feel longer than forever, like the sky forgot how to change weather, like hope became a distant sound, and peace is nowhere to be found. People walking through crowded avenues, hiding heartbreak behind polished shoes, smiling for the world to see, while silently begging to feel free. The pressure keeps growing, year by year. More expectations, more noise, more fear. People learning how to survive fast, but forgetting how to truly last. Because a life built only on speed will eventually exhaust the soul, and hearts starving for meaning can never be made whole by control. Some are carrying invisible grief, some are losing faith in what they believe, some are one difficult moment away from completely falling apart today. But even then, even in the middle of uncertainty, there's still something powerful alive inside you, the ability to begin again. That quiet strength matters more than you know. The dawn does not arrive instantly. First comes the long, silent night. Then somewhere beyond the horizon, a hidden light begins to rise. That is how healing works too. Slowly, quietly, almost invisibly at first, until one day you realize you survived what once felt impossible to survive. Do not underestimate your resilience. You have already endured so much. The tears nobody saw, the fears you carried alone, the battles fought silently inside your mind. And somehow you are still here, still breathing, still hoping, still searching for something better. That is strength. The world often confuses strength with power, with status, with being untouchable. But real strength is softer than that. Real strength is staying kind after pain, staying honest after disappointment, staying hopeful after darkness, and still choosing love after heartbreak. That kind of strength changes lives. One calm soul can quiet a room. One compassionate word can stop despair. One person who refuses bitterness can become light for countless others everywhere. So do not believe the lie that your small actions do not matter. Rain seems small too, until it becomes rivers that shape mountains forever. Every encouraging word matters. Every act of patience matters. Every moment you choose understanding instead of anger or pride matters. Because the world is exhausted from pretending. People are starving for something real, for sincerity, for peace, for hearts that still know how to heal. Be one of those hearts, even if your own healing is unfinished, even if you still carry scars. Broken people can still become blessings, and wounded souls can still guide stars. Maybe your plans did not work out, maybe life became unfamiliar, maybe doors closed without explanation and left your spirit feeling smaller. But not every ending is destruction, and not every delay is denial. Sometimes life protects your future through uncomfortable redirection for a while. The tallest trees survive storms because their roots learn depth in hidden places, and human hearts survive pressure by learning patience through difficult phases. So if your journey feels slow, do not lose hope. Some things worth building cannot be rushed into existence. The sunrise itself takes time. And maybe right now you are closer to breakthrough than you realize. Maybe the pain that feels endless is actually preparing your soul for wisdom. Maybe the waiting's creating endurance. Maybe the silence is shaping clarity.
Maybe the pressure is building strength that comfort never could have created naturally. One day you will look behind and understand what today cannot explain. You will see how every storm carried lessons, and every loss carried hidden direction. Through pain, nothing meaningful was wasted. The night you cried alone taught compassion. The disappointments taught humility. The uncertainty taught trust, and the struggles taught perseverance. You are becoming deeper, not weaker. The ocean grows stronger through storms, and the stars become visible through darkness. Perhaps the difficult seasons in your life are revealing a light you never knew you carried. So keep going tonight, even if your steps feel fragile, even if your heart still hurts, even if fear whispers that nothing will change. Keep walking anyway, because dawn always comes eventually, even after the longest night. And every soul that refuses to quit becomes proof that hope still survives. The world may feel cold sometimes, but do not let it freeze your spirit. Protect your gentleness carefully. There is power in remaining warm-hearted. People remember kindness forever. They remember who stayed when others left, who listened when nobody else cared, who brought peace instead of pressure. Be that kind of person, not just successful, but meaningful. Not just admired, but trusted. Not just noticed, but remembered for bringing light. Because a life built only on speed will eventually exhaust the soul. They are the ones who carried pain through the darkness. Because something someone about believed in tomorrow. Something someone about believed in tomorrow, baby. Because a life built only on speed will eventually exhaust the soul. And hearts starving for meaning can never be made whole by control. Some are carrying invisible grief, some are losing faith in what they believed. Some are one difficult moment away from completely falling apart today. But even then, even in the middle of uncertainty, there is still something powerful.
There are mornings when the weight feels endless, when even getting up feels restless, when the mirror reflects tired eyes, still carrying yesterday's silent cries. The world wakes up already running, chasing numbers, chasing approval, chasing moments that disappear overnight, like sparks fading into the dark sky. People everywhere searching for meaning, trying to feel alive while slowly bleeding, smiling through conversations politely, while loneliness echoes quietly. Some hearts are exhausted from disappointment, some dreams feel buried beneath time. Some people gave everything they had and still wonder why they feel behind. But life was never meant to be measured only by achievement, because some of the most beautiful victories happen quietly inside the human spirit. The courage to continue, the strength to forgive, the decision to stay kind in a world that rewards bitterness. Those things matter deeply. The strongest people are often unnoticed, not because they lack value, but because humility walks softly, while pride constantly demands attention. So if your journey feels invisible today, do not mistake silence for failure. The moon still controls the tides without needing applause from the ocean, and roots still hold forests together without ever being seen above the ground. You are building something deeper right now. Maybe not everyone understands it. Maybe the progress feels painfully slow, but mountains rise through pressure and rivers carve valleys through patience alone. Nothing lasting is built overnight. Every difficult season shaped you, every loss taught something valuable. Every closed door redirected your steps even when the reason was hidden at first. Sometimes the greatest protection in life comes disguised as disappointment. And sometimes the pain you want to remove becomes a reason your soul learns compassion. So do not hate every hard chapter. Some storms arrive to clear the path ahead. Some endings arrive to create room for futures better than what you imagined instead. The world is full of people pretending to be fearless, pretending to be fulfilled, pretending they never feel broken inside. But everyone carries hidden battles, everyone has nights they barely survive. Everyone has moments of uncertainty, even the people who look strongest alive. That is why kindness matters so much. You never know who is one gentle word away from giving up completely, or one act of understanding away from finding hope again. A calm voice can quiet chaos, a patient heart can heal fear, and one sincere person can change the atmosphere everywhere they appear. Be that kind of person, not because the world always deserves it, but because your soul deserves peace. Bitterness only chains the heart, but compassion sets it free. The ocean does not stop moving because storms appear above it, and the stars do not disappear forever just because clouds temporarily hide them. Your light still exists too, even when doubt surrounds you, even when exhaustion overwhelms you, even when your future feels uncertain, there's still strength quietly growing within you. The strongest flames often burn silently, so stop comparing your timing to people walking different paths. A flower blooming in winter is not failing because it looks different from spring. Your story has its own rhythm, its own lessons, its own beauty waiting to unfold. Some people peak quickly and fade, others grow slowly and endure. Choose depth over speed, choose truth over appearance, choose peace over endless pressure, because temporary success means little if your spirit collapses underneath it. Build a life that still feels meaningful when nobody is watching. Build habits that protect your peace, relationships grounded in honesty, dreams connected to purpose, and a heart that stays open to wonder. There will still be nights of confusion, still moments where tears return unexpectedly. Healing is not linear, and growth rarely happens comfortably, but every sunrise proves resilience exists, and every season eventually changes. So hold on a little longer tonight. You are closer than you think. The breakthrough may already be forming beneath the surface of your struggles. Seeds always grow underground first. One day you will look back differently. The pain that once felt unbearable will become proof of your endurance. The waiting that once frustrated you will reveal hidden wisdom. And the moments you almost quit will become reminders that your heart was stronger than fear ever wanted you to believe. So keep going, even slowly, even imperfectly, even with trembling hands and tired eyes. Keep going anyway, because the future belongs to the souls who continue building light, even after walking through darkness. And maybe true greatness was never about becoming famous. Maybe it was always about becoming a person who leaves peace behind. Wherever they go, a person whose kindness outlives their mistakes, whose courage inspires others quietly, and whose heart keeps shining long after the storm has passed. Pull. Person whose kindness outlives their mistakes, whose courage inspires others quietly, and whose heart keeps shining long after the storm has passed. Some people peak quickly and fade, others grow slowly and endure. Choose depth over speed, choose truth over endless pressure, because temporarily success means little if your spirit collapses underneath it. Build a life that still feels meaningful when nobody is watching. Build habits that protect your peace, relationships grounded in honesty, dreams connected to purpose, and a heart that stays open to wonder. There will still be nights of confusion, still moments where tears return unexpectedly. Healing is not linear, and growth rarely happens comfortably. But every sunrise proves resilience exists, and every season eventually changes. So hold on a little longer tonight. You are closer than you think. The breakthrough may already be forming beneath the surface of your struggles. Seeds always grow underground first. One day you will look back differently. The pain that once felt unbearable will become proof of your endurance. The waiting that once frustrated you will reveal hidden wisdom. And the moments you almost quit will become reminders that your heart was stronger than fear ever wanted you to believe. So keep going, even slowly, even imperfectly, even with trembling hands and tired eyes.
keep going anyway.
Another midnight settles over crowded streets. Another tired heart searches for relief. People staring through glowing windows, wondering where their lost peace goes. The world keeps spinning faster every day. More pressure, more expectations, more noise filling every space, and less room for souls to simply breathe. People learning how to perform, but forgetting how to feel. Learning how to impress strangers, but forgetting what makes life real. Some are carrying invisible heartbreak. Some are hiding tears behind success. Some have smiled through unbearable seasons while silently fighting exhaustion and stress. And still they keep moving forward. That alone is strength. Not the loud kind the world celebrates, not the kind built on attention or pride, but the quiet strength that survives storms without losing tenderness inside. The quiet strength that chooses patience when anger would be easier. The quiet strength that keeps loving after disappointment and fear. That kind of strength changes the world, because people may admire power temporarily, but they trust gentleness forever. And hearts exhausted from chaos are searching desperately for calm together. So if your spirit feels weary tonight, if your dreams feel distant and unclear, if the future seems hidden behind clouds, do not surrender to fear. Clouds never own the sky permanently, and darkness never defeats the dawn. Even the longest winter eventually ends, and life quietly continues moving on. You are still becoming, even now, while you question your direction. Even now, while your heart feels uncertain. Even now, growth is happening beneath the surface. Roots deepen before trees rise, and rivers shape mountains through persistence. The greatest transformations in life rarely happen instantly. So stop punishing yourself for growing slowly. Some people bloom early, others bloom deeply, and depth lasts longer than speed ever will. The world compares endlessly, but comparison steals peace from the soul. A candle does not become less beautiful because the stars also shine above it. Your path carries meaning too. Your struggles are not proof of failure, they are proof you are human. Every scar tells a story of survival. Every tear carries wisdom hidden within. The night you thought would destroy you actually taught resilience. The disappointments you never wanted taught discernment and compassion. Nothing meaningful is wasted. Pain changes people, but it does not have to harden them. Sometimes the strongest souls emerge from those who stayed soft through suffering instead. Be one of those souls. The world already has enough cruelty, enough division, enough voices spreading fear. Be someone who brings peace into rooms, someone who listens before judging, someone who helps exhausted hearts remember that hope still exists here. One gentle conversation can save a person. One moment of understanding can stop despair. And one life filled with sincerity can influence countless others everywhere. Never underestimate quiet goodness.
The ocean moves entire continents slowly. The sunrise changes the world daily, and small acts of kindness can alter the direction of a human heart permanently. So build your life carefully, not only for success, but for meaning. Not only for admiration, but for integrity. Not only for temporary applause, but for lasting impact. Because attention fades quickly, but character remains. One day the noise of the world will disappear. The trends will vanish, the competition will lose importance, and only what was real will remain. Did you bring healing or pressure? Did you create peace or confusion? Did your presence make others stronger, or simply more afraid to fail? These are the questions that matter. There will still be difficult nights ahead, still seasons where doubt returns unexpectedly, still moments where your strength feels fragile. But fragile things can still survive storms. Glass reflects light beautifully. Flowers grow through concrete, and hearts broken many times can still learn how to love completely. Do not quit, because life became difficult. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and stars are only visible because darkness exists around them. Maybe your current season feels uncertain. Maybe you cannot yet see where the road leads. But not seeing the entire staircase does not mean the next step lacks purpose. Keep walking anyway, keep believing quietly, keep healing patiently, keep growing faithfully, and keep protecting the light inside your spirit. Because one day you will stand in a calmer place, looking back at every storm you survived, and realize something beautiful. You were never abandoned by hope, you were being prepared by it. Prepared to understand deeper, prepared to love wiser, prepared to carry peace into places that desperately needed light. And maybe the most unforgettable people in life are not the loudest ones. Maybe they're the quiet souls who kept choosing goodness long after the world gave them reasons not to hold. When the world grows heavy on your shoulders, and every dream feels harder to hold, when the nights become longer than expected, and your heart feels tired from carrying the cold, remember this quietly tonight. You were never created just to survive. There is still something beautiful within you, still a reason your soul remains alive. The city lights may shine forever, but even bright streets cannot heal the soul. People moving fast through endless crowds, still searching for something to make them whole. Some are exhausted from pretending strength, some are hiding pain behind success. Some smile through conversations every day, while silently drowning in loneliness. The world keeps demanding more and more. Move faster, work harder, become greater than before. But peace cannot grow in endless pressure, and no heart survives forever without rest. So breathe slowly tonight. Not every season is meant for rushing. Some chapters are meant for healing, for rebuilding, for rediscovering who you truly are again. Storms are not proof that life hates you. Sometimes storms clear paths you could not see, and sometimes the breaking of old foundations creates space for stronger things to be. Mountains survive because their roots go deep, and oceans keep moving despite every wave. The strongest souls are often formed In seasons they barely manage to stay brave. Maybe nobody fully understands your battles. Maybe your effort feels invisible now, but roots grow underground silently, long before trees rise above the clouds. So do not despise slow growth. Quiet progress still matters. A single candle in darkness still changes the entire atmosphere. The world celebrates loud success, but often overlooks silent endurance. The person who kept going after heartbreak, the soul who stayed kind after betrayal, the heart that still chooses hope after disappointment. That is rare strength. Not becoming cold after suffering, not spreading pain after being wounded, but becoming gentler, wiser, and more compassionate through the struggle. The world desperately needs people like that, because fear spreads quickly everywhere, but peace spreads deeper over time. One calm soul can steady a room, one kind word can rescue a life. You may never know completely how much your existence matters. Some people survive difficult nights because your presence reminded them to continue. Never underestimate simple kindness. Rain seems small until rivers appear, and one sincere act of love can echo across someone's entire year. So protect the light inside you carefully. The world may try to dim it, disappointment may try to silence it, pain may try to harden it, but do not let darkness teach you to become darkness yourself. Stay soft enough to care, stay brave enough to hope, stay strong enough to continue, even when your future feels uncertain. Because uncertainty is not the end. It is often the beginning of becoming. Every difficult season carries lessons. Every loss carries hidden direction. Every painful moment survived builds strength beneath the surface. Nothing meaningful grows instantly. The sunrise arrives gradually, and healing does too. Some wounds close quietly over time, until one day you realize the pain no longer controls you. That is growth, not perfection, not pretending everything is fine, but learning how to keep walking forward even while carrying scars inside. The stars shine brightest in darkness, and people often discover their deepest purpose after walking through their hardest nights. So if your soul feels tired tonight, rest if needed, cry if needed, slow down if needed, but do not give up on yourself. The story is not over yet. There are still people waiting to meet you, still moments waiting to heal you, still dreams waiting for their season, still peace waiting beyond the storm. One day you will look back differently. The nights you once feared will become reminders of resilience. The heartbreaks that nearly broke you will reveal how deeply you learned compassion. And the storms that once terrified you will become proof that your spirit learned how to stand strong. So hold on to the light tonight, even if it feels small, even if fear feels louder, even if tears still fall silently. Hold on anyway, because every sunrise in history first survived the darkness, and every meaningful life was built by someone who refused to stop believing that brighter days could still come. Poison.
full of sleepless lights, people running through the endless nights, heavy dreams inside tired eyes, searching for a reason not to hide. Every road can feel so cold, every story left untold. But even storms that shake the sky cannot stop a soul that still wants to fly. Some are fighting silent wars, behind locked hearts and broken doors, smiling faces, hidden pain, trying hard to stand again. But no mountain stands alone, no river makes it on its own, and every soul becomes more strong when another voice says, hold on. When the world feels far away and the colors start to fade, one hand reaching through the dark can relight a fading spark. Two hearts rise higher than one alone, two lights shine brighter when hope is gone. When one falls down through the weight of life, another lifts them through the night. Side by side we break the fear, turning pain to something clear. We were never meant to walk alone, together we become our home. Dreams are built with patient hands, not with castles made of sand. Every failure, every scar can become a shooting star. Some will doubt the path you take, some will leave when shadows wake. But truth survives the loudest noise, and courage still has a voice. There's a fire inside the weak, there's a future for the deep. Every soul deserves a chance to rise again and still advance. When the rain falls endlessly and the heart forgets to breathe, someone standing by your side can become the turning tide. No one wins by fear alone, no one heals inside a stone. Love is found in what we give, and helping others learn to live. Two hearts rise higher than one alone, two lights shine brighter when hope is gone. When one falls down through the weight of life, another lifts them through the night. Side by side we break the fear, turning pain to something clear. We were never meant to walk alone, together we become our home. Maybe the strongest people cry, maybe the bravest still ask why. Maybe the road to something new begins when someone walks with you. No perfect days, no perfect sky, still we rise, still we rise. Every broken piece can heal when kindness becomes something real. The future waits beyond the fear, a better world is growing here. One small act, one honest hand can change the heart of every land. Two hearts rise higher than one alone, two dreams can build what none have known. When one grows weak beneath the rain, another helps them stand again. Hope is louder than the night, truth is stronger than the fight, and every soul was born to shine. Your tomorrow still can rise, so hold on through the darkest storm. There's still a place where hearts stay warm. We were never meant to lose our way, together we can change today. Morning breaks across the glass towers, another race against the hours. Millions chasing distant skies, hiding storms behind their eyes. Some are walking crowded streets, still feeling lonely underneath, carrying silent weights inside, learning how to slowly survive. The world keeps turning fast and loud, voices disappearing in the crowd. Dreams get buried day by day, while hearts forget their bright away. But every soul still holds a flame, even when life forgets your name. And every night that feels too long still carries hope before the dawn. When the road becomes unclear and the future fills with fear, one voice saying stay alive can help another soul survive. We were meant to rise together through the stormiest of weather. When one heart falls into the night, another becomes the light. Hand in hand against the tide, hope is born when souls unite. No one was created just to break. Every dream still has a place. Even shadows lose their power when love stands through the hardest hour. And every soul can find a way when somebody chooses to stay. Some are tired of pretending smiles, running endless empty miles, looking for a reason deep to believe beyond the weak. Some have lost what they once knew, some are searching for what's true, wondering if the pain they feel will someday finally start to heal. But scars can teach the heart to grow, rain can help the rivers flow, and broken pieces sometimes shine brighter after hardest nights. There's a strength inside the fall, there's still meaning through it all, and every ending left behind can become a new sunrise. No mountain stands against the wind without learning how to bend, and no soul survives alone without a place to call its own. We were meant to rise together through the stormiest of weather. When one heart falls into the night, another becomes the light. Hand in hand against the tide, hope is born when souls unite. No one was created just to break. Every dream still has a place. Even shadows lose their power when love stands through the hardest hour. And every soul can find a way when somebody chooses to stay. One kind word can heal the ache, one small step can change the fate. One true hand reaching through the dark can restart a fading heart. Maybe strength is learning this. Life was never made for loneliness, and the strongest people know helping others helps us grow. The future isn't built by fear, but by voices brave enough to hear the silent cries behind closed eyes, and lift each other toward the sky. If you feel too far from hope tonight, if your world has lost its light, remember storms are not the end. Even darkness learns to bend. There's still beauty yet unseen, still better days beyond this dream. And every soul that keeps holding on can become tomorrow's song. We were meant to rise together, not to disappear forever. When one grows weak beneath the skies. People carry hidden lives, smiles fading in the rush, dreams disappearing into dust. Every train and crowded road, every heart with silent loads, searching for a place to breathe, searching for a reason to believe. Some are standing on the edge, one more fear, one final step, wondering if the fight inside is even worth another try. But somewhere through the pouring rain, a voice whispers through the pain, you are stronger than you know. Don't let your fire stop its glow, because even children dreaming by the window, watching worlds they'll never know, hoping one day they can find a brighter future for their lives. Workers tired beyond belief, parents fighting silently, young hearts drowning in the noise, still searching for a better choice. Some have fallen many times, lost inside their restless minds, but mountains rise through wind and rain, and rivers keep on moving forward anyway. No storm was made to last forever, no chain can hold a soul forever, and every scar can someday be proof you survive. What try to break your dreams? Sometimes strength is simply this, holding on when life resists, and helping someone else survive while learning how to stay alive. Beyond the darkest night, there is still a light. When one heart begins to fall, another helps it stand through all. Side by side we learn to rise, turning tears to open skies. No soul was ever made to fade. Every life was born with grace. Even when the road is long and the weak feel far from strong, love can build what fear destroys. Hope still has a living voice. Maybe healing takes some time, maybe purpose grows through trials, maybe every painful road leads us where we need to go. The strongest trees survive the storm, the coldest nights create the dawn, and every person lost in fear needs someone simply standing near. 1,000 voices filled with hate cannot erase one act of grace, because kindness echoes endlessly long after words disappear silently. If your tears fall in the dark, if your world feels torn apart, if you think nobody sees, you are more than your defeat. The sunrise always finds the sky, even after endless nights, and every soul that still believes can become what others need. Beyond the darkest night, human hearts will carry light. When one soul can barely stand, another reaches out a hand.
We were never born to fight alone, never meant to lose our hope. Together we become more strong, together we keep moving on. So hold your dream above the fear, your brighter days are drawing near. And every step you take today can help the whole world find its way. In the middle of the endless noise, people searching for a voice, trying hard to hold their ground while the world keeps spinning round. Some are hiding tired hearts, broken dreams and silent scars, walking through the crowded streets, still feeling incomplete. Every soul has rainy days, every light can lose its way, but even shadows disappear when another heart comes near. No one was designed to stand through every storm with empty hands, and every mountain feels less high when someone walks there by your side. When the night becomes too cold and the fear begins to grow, one small word can change a life, one small hope can shine so bright. We rise higher together through every kind of weather. When one falls into the rain, another helps them stand again. Hand in hand against the tide, keeping distant dreams alive. No heart was ever born to fade, every soul was made for grace. There are people losing faith, running through the pressure daily, trying not to break apart while carrying heavy hearts. Some are fighting battles deep no one else will ever see, smiling while their world inside slowly falls apart at night. But pain can teach the soul to grow, and rivers still continue flow. Even after storms appear, the sky again becomes clear. Every ending leaves a space for a brand new road to take, and every dark and restless night still prepares the morning light. Maybe strength is learning how to lift another person now. Maybe healing truly starts when we open up our hearts. A gentle voice, a helping hand can help somebody rise again, and kindness shining quietly can echo through eternity. No dream is ever truly gone, no weak heart stays weak for long. Even ashes in the wind can become a fire again. So when your world feels incomplete and the road beneath shakes weak, remember hope is still alive, and brighter days will surely rise. The future waits beyond the fear, a better world is growing here. One small light and one small soul can help the whole world become whole. We rise higher together through every kind of weather. When one falls into the rain, another helps them stand again. Hope is stronger than the dark, truth still lives inside the heart, and every soul that keeps believing can become the hope we're needing. In a world that moves too fast, people fear they'll never last, running through the endless race, trying hard to find their place. Every screen and city light cannot hide the lonely nights, silent tears behind closed doors, hearts exhausted from the wars. Some are chasing empty gold, some feel lost and growing cold. Some are standing in the rain, wondering if hope remains. But every soul still holds a spark, even deep inside the dark. And every life can rise again when love becomes a faithful friend. The tallest mountains touch the sky because they stand through storms and time. And every river finds the sea by refusing to stop believing. When your strength begins to fade and your colors turn to gray, one true hand reaching your way can help your heart awake again. We are the light we carry through the fear and through the heavy. When one soul falls beneath the pain, another helps them rise again. Side by side we cross the fire, lifting broken hearts up higher. No one was created just to fall. There is still hope beyond it all. Even storms that shake the earth cannot erase the human worth. And every dream still has a chance when hearts choose love instead of distance. Children looking toward the sky, holding dreams they cannot hide, believing there is something more beyond the struggle and the war. Mothers praying silently, fathers fighting endlessly. Young hearts trying not to drown under pressure pulling down. Some are tired beyond words, some no longer feel their hurt. Yet even in the darkest place, a tiny light still leaves a trace. Because courage is not standing tall without fear or pain at all. It's choosing still to move ahead, even when the soul feels dead. And maybe every scar we hide becomes the reason others rise, showing someone else the way through their own unfinished pain. No soul heals through pride alone, no heart survives without a home. And every person truly grows when compassion starts to show. We are the light we carry through the fear and through the heavy. When one soul falls beneath the pain, another helps them rise again. Side by side we cross the fire, lifting broken hearts up higher. No one was created just to fall. There is still hope beyond it all. Even storms that shake the earth cannot erase the human worth. And every dream still has a chance when hearts choose love instead of distance. Maybe life was never meant to be measured by success, but by the moments when we stay to help another find their way. One kind word can heal the deep, one small promise someone keeps. One act of love can slowly start a revolution in the heart. The future isn't built by fear, but by people standing near. When the world becomes too cold and someone needs a hand to hold, every sunrise proves again darkness never truly wins. And every soul that still believes can become what others need. If your hope feels fire tonight, if your tears fall out of sight, if your strength is running low, please remember this and know the stars still shine above the storm. The dawn still follows every war, and even hearts completely torn can discover life reborn. We are the light we carry. We are the light. We are the light we carry. We are the light. We are the light we carry. the fear. Your brighter future's drawing near, and every step of love you give can teach the broken world to live, to live.
Another morning paints the sky. Another million people try, carrying dreams through heavy days, searching for a brighter place. In the echoes of the city sound, so many hearts feel lost somehow. Smiling faces pass us by, while silent tears remain inside. Some are running from the past, some are praying pain won't last, some are standing all alone, trying hard to stay strong. But every storm that bends the trees cannot stop the smallest seed, and every night that feels too long still prepares the coming dawn. There's a light beyond the fear, even when it's hard to hear, calling softly through the rain. You were not born just for pain. When your world begins to shake and your heart starts losing faith, one voice saying don't let go can save a soul more than they know. Hold on to tomorrow, beyond the hurt and sorrow. When one heart falls into the dark, another becomes the spark. Side by side we learn to stand, healing hearts with open hands. No soul was made to fade away. Every dream can find its way, even through the hardest fight. Hope survives the longest night, and every person still can shine like the stars across the sky. Young hearts staring at the moon, hoping life will change soon, wondering if the road ahead leads to joy or only stress. Parents working endlessly, holding love quietly, trying to give the ones they love a safer world to dream. Because some feel trapped inside their fears, some have hidden pain for years, some no longer trust the light after endless lonely nights. But rivers carve the stone with time, mountains rise through storms they climb, and every soul that still survives carries strength deep inside. Maybe scars are not the end, maybe broken hearts can mend, maybe every tear we cry waters seeds of future life. No one heals by hiding pain, no flower blooms without the rain, and every hand that lifts the weak makes the world less incomplete. Hold on to tomorrow, beyond the hurt and the sorrow. When one heart falls into the dark, another becomes the spark. Side by side we learn to stand, healing hearts with open hands. No soul was made to fade away. Every dream can find its way, even through the hardest fight. Hope survives the longest night, and every person still can shine like the stars across the sky. Maybe the strongest people break, maybe courage sometimes shakes, maybe healing truly starts when we share our hidden hearts. One kind word can calm the storm, one embrace can bring back warmth, one small act of honesty can change someone's eternity. The future belongs to those who still choose love when darkness grows, who still believe beyond the pain that brighter days will come again. Because hatred builds more walls, but compassion breaks them all, and every soul that learns to care leaves healing in the air. If you feel too tired tonight, if your world has lost its light, if the road feels cold and long, you are still becoming strong. The sunrise never